Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be some signs, symptoms that you might be struggling with narcissistic abuse syndrome. Now, narcissistic abuse syndrome isn't a medical term. However, plenty of narcissistic abuse experts do recognise the symptoms that people who have been around narcissistic people can begin to struggle with. Narcissistic abuse syndrome is a condition that is what a lot of people end up struggling with different symptoms when they've been spending a lot of time around a narcissistic person, often losing their own self-worth, losing their own sanity, no longer feeling like they are enough as a person. So this video is going to be about some of those signs. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. Like many people who've endured emotional and narcissistic abuse, most people don't even realise what was happening to them until they reach a point of near insanity, believing that they are going crazy, before they begin searching desperately for answers as to why the fairy tale romance you were once in went so wrong, why your parents don't seem to treat you how other parents treat other children. You end up living a nightmare. Or why no matter what you did for your parents, you just never felt like you were enough, or your parents ignored you, put you down, criticised you and instilled shame in you. Your boss could praise you one minute and drain you the next. That friend would appear and all was great, and then they would just disappear. There comes a point when we become so sick and tired of being sick and tired, with the doctor or the therapist not fully knowing what to do, so you take to Google, stumble across narcissism and realise the problem isn't you. Yet you've still got a lot of work to do to heal, recover and live a much happier, healthier life for you. To make matters worse, the person you believe you love and care about so much has made you feel like you can't do anything right. You've worked harder time and time again, believing you can save the relationship if only you just do this, that or the other to suit them, or next time you'll get it right by them. To make the relationship work always lies just on the distant horizon. It is entirely dependent upon you changing something about yourself. Yet, no matter what you change, the relationship continues to cycle around to you feeling hurt and trying harder to make it up to the narcissist again. It is impossible for you to keep a narcissist happy. Most likely you've tried countless times. No matter what you do or change for them, they always want more, as they feel entitled to receive more. They are envious of other people, so no matter what they have, they are always looking for more. They are looking for external sources of happiness, and we have to have happiness from within to fulfill our happiness with the human needs. When a narcissist meets these negatively, they are always in search of that quick win. Yes, they can meet connection, significance, certainty when they are intimidating someone. It makes them feel powerful and in control. It makes them feel superior. And when we meet three of these needs with what we do, positively, neutrally, or negatively, we become addicted. Narcissists are addicted to their negative behaviour, as it's far quicker to take someone down than it is to build somebody up. It's far easier to pull someone down than it is to help somebody up. And when we have someone threatening us, it places that fear within us, often making us fawn, complying with the abuser's demands, believing this will make our life easier, when in reality it makes our life harder. And when they are intimidating us in any way, we feel connected negatively. We feel uncertain in a negative way. We feel insignificant in a negative way. Yet when we get it right, when we behave just how they want us to behave, and they idolize us, they reward us, that intermittent reinforcement, this makes us addicted to them. Through those highs and lows of the cortisol and the dopamine released during those highs and lows, also during the idolization, we meet love and connection, certainty they are back, uncertainty that they could blow at any minute, significance that we got it right and that we managed to help them, that they are happy with us, contribution, we managed to help them be kind, growth, the relationship is on the up and running again, meeting all 6 of the human needs and making the toxic relationship highly addictive. Every time you think you've worked it out and they are happy, a narcissist will change the game on you, leaving you confused and working harder to please them. Every time something goes wrong, they gaslight you, deny any wrongdoing that they did, project all their faults onto you, and blame shift everything over to you, leaving you taking all the responsibility and feeling crazy. Most narcissists will be calling you crazy, too sensitive, or insecure. Even when you first come across the term narcissist, it can take some time to decide whether your partner, parent, friend, sibling or boss is the narcissist or not, often questioning whether you are indeed the narcissist through the narcissist projection. Then when you do, those doubts may creep back in. After all, they could treat you better than anyone ever had, yet worse than anyone ever had. Or you might question again if you are the narcissist from all the side effects. What most people overlook when trying to work out if their ex, their parent, their friend is a narcissistic person is how you were feeling when you were around them, what was happening in your mind during the relationship. Your newly developed symptoms, or they could be symptoms you've had for a while, and behaviours while in the relationship are also a good indicator that you could have been around a very narcissistic person. Therapists and coaches have recognised a lot of symptoms in survivors of narcissistic abuse. These are as follows. 1. The feeling of helplessness, sadness, hopelessness, overwhelmed by the most straightforward tasks in life. 2. Hypervigilance and heightened feelings of fear and anxiety, always living on edge, always fearing the worst. 3. Sharp mood swings with little control over your emotions. 4. A heightened irritability and proneness to anger. 5. An overwhelming sense of shame, guilt and self-blame. 6. A mindset characterised by shock and disbelief and denial. 7. Confusion and difficulty with concentrating. 8. Living in a state of numb acceptance of one's painful circumstances. 9. Having feelings about being disconnected from the outside world, not sure who's there for you and who's against you. 10. Withdrawing from one's family and friends. 11. Struggling to function, potentially losing jobs, homes, and some lose their children to the narcissist. 12. Addictions to anything, drugs, alcohol, gambling, shopping, etc. 13. Not knowing your purpose for living. 14. Daily life and chores seem pointless and become an extreme struggle. 15. Obsessive, continuing thoughts, ruminating on what you should have done, should not have done. 16. Not being able to control your anger. 17. Blocking out hideous memories. 18. Suicidal thoughts, depression, no longer seeing any point to life. 19. Emptiness. 20. Loneliness. 21. Memory loss. 22. CPTSD. 23. Difficulty sleeping. 24. OCD. 25. Anxiety. Not everyone feels all of these, and some survivors do end up feeling them all. These are what people feel when dealing with trauma. A narcissist often leaves you overcoming complex post-traumatic stress disorder. They leave you in a state of uncertainty and fear during and after the relationship, fear of being abandoned, fear of reactions, fear of not being good enough. Even when they play nice, it's all one big game to a narcissist to keep you in a trance and a state of confusion. Over time, their psychological manipulation of your mind leaves you with many, if not all, of the above symptoms. If you need a therapist, make sure they understand NPD so that they can help you effectively. EMDR treatment is excellent for many to help in recovery. Some self-help tips. Purposefully holding your body right helps massively on the impact of your inner feelings. Power pose when alone in front of the mirror. Give it a try. It might even make you laugh too. If you're telling yourself that you feel silly, you might just laugh. Notice how much better you feel within. Even if you think you've nothing to smile about, go out there and find something to smile about, something that makes you happy. Stand tall, put that smile on your face, lift your head up, your shoulders back, and notice your energy and mindset shift. When trying new things or handling difficult situations, don't focus on what could go wrong, focus on what could go right. When you focus your mind on what you want, you're more likely to receive the outcome you want. When meeting new people, if you're thinking, no one will like me, you'll walk in differently, you'll talk differently, you'll avoid eye contact, sit in a corner. If you walk in thinking, hey, I might meet some great people, stand tall with a smile on your face, say hello to everyone you meet. You'll get that smile back and that hello back. You might strike up that conversation with great people, making that eye contact and connecting with others. Find positive, uplifting, inspiring people to surround yourself with. It also rubs off on you. Don't settle for those who aren't worthy of you. When something knocks you off balance at the start of your day and you say to yourself, it's going to be one of those days, what usually happens? One thing after another. When you get up and everything's going great, most often you pick up that momentum and you keep going. When a problem arises, do you let it knock you off balance and spend the rest of the day feeling negative? If you do, it's time to recognise the problem for what it was. Can you do something about it? Yes, then do it. No, then go and focus on something you can do. Losing negative thoughts by finding things to be grateful for. It's hard to feel emotions like pain, anger, hurt when finding those things that make you feel happy, joyful. Yes, some negative emotions, problems need dealing with. Life is incredibly hard at times. It gets rough at times. Dealing when they hit, then move consciously back into the positive emotions. Look at and recognise how you are talking to yourself. When you're saying things like, what's the point? You're not going to find the point and do it. When you're saying things like, what if this happens? It will stop you from trying if it's followed by a negative thing. When you're saying, I'm not good enough, you will not see your worth. No one will love me. You will not find your love. Some find someone that helps lift them. However, many don't. Instead, it needs to be, I must do it because, and tell yourself the point, find the point, look at the outcome if you succeed. Tell yourself that I am enough, I am good enough, until your mind believes it. Look at things you've done in the past and achieved. Tell yourself, I'm learning to love me. And as you progress, tell yourself, I love me. And when you're feeling down, and we all have those down moments in life, it's about breaking the pattern of your thinking and bringing yourself out of those thoughts. If you're feeling alone or misunderstood, connect with those who do understand you. Genuine online support groups are great for this to start. Connecting with those who've lived it. You can dump the thoughts that aren't serving you, and people will give you the acknowledgement that you're not alone in how you think or feel. Tips of what you can do. If you're feeling down and like you cannot do something, tell yourself you can. Henry Ford, whether you believe you can or you can't, you're probably right. Look at when you've done something similar in the past so your mind knows it's possible. Or look for someone else who has done something so your mind knows it's possible. We are all human. If one person can achieve something, you can too. It just takes drive, determination, and a lot of hard work and perseverance, and everybody has the capability within themselves. Confidence is something we create within ourselves, and life gets hard at times. Even confident people aren't confident all the time. They all had to start somewhere. They all had knockbacks that they had to overcome. You have the power within you to recognise when your thinking is working against you and consciously shift those thoughts to make them work for you. When something happens that makes you feel those negative emotions, no, this is normal. We all have those moments, especially when narcissistic people come at you to try and bring you down, or life hits you out of the blue and things were going great. Deal with those emotions there and then at that moment, then adjust your thoughts. Find the things within your life to be grateful for. Find the lesson. Sometimes it might be a few months later where you suddenly think, oh, if that hadn't have happened, I wouldn't be doing this. Find the reasons to be blessed, not depressed. We're human, we make errors. Focus on the lesson, focus on the outcome, and our mind will find a way. Don't be hard over mistakes. It's not there to beat yourself up. It's there to learn. Your past does not define your future. It's a learning curve retraining your own mind. It takes time and practice. Once you've achieved, you keep going. If you take a step back, go again. Think about the outcome you want, know why you want them, and you will always find a way. Using your own mind to work for you. Other people do not define who you are. Situations, people you've been around might have shaped you. However, you have the power within to change you into who you want to be, how you want to feel, and how you want to think. You can and you will overcome this. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please add those into the comments. I shall link into the description the videos on overcoming anger, detaching your thoughts, anxiety, loneliness, and the trauma bond to give you more information on those. Thank you very much for listening. If you are looking for further support, I have partnered with BetterHelp and their sponsored link is in the description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.